The robot is dancing now. The robot is dancing now. She's talking on the phone at the moment. She's talking on the phone at the moment. Hi everyone! As you could understand from these examples, we are going to learn the present continuous tense this lesson. It is also called the present progressive. The present continuous is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a larger sense. The present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in the near future. Let's learn the detailed descriptions with examples and do exercises. Also, we will check your knowledge of present continuous at the end of the lesson. So, let's work hard and be attentive. You may be surprised to see me wearing sunglasses during our lesson, so please don't, because I have recently done PRK surgery for my eyes to improve the vision, and my eyes are still very light sensitive. Anyway, let's begin our lesson. She is driving home now. She is driving home now. Let's take a look at this example. As you can see, she is in her car now and she is on her way home. So she is driving home now. In this sentence, we used present continuous. So, you can use present continuous to show that action is happening now, at the moment of speaking. The action is not finished. So, as you can see, she is in her car now, right? So it means that the action is happening now and it is not finished. She continues to drive, so she is driving home now. She is still on her way. The first and the very common rule when we should use present continuous is when the action is happening now at the moment of speaking and it is not finished. So please remember these words. Now, at the moment of speaking. And now let's learn how to form the present continuous. The present continuous formula. How to build an affirmative sentence. First of all, you will need to use the verb to be. It has three forms: am, is, are. Then you add the verb and add the ending ing to this verb, and you get, she is driving home now. After the subject in this sentence is she, you put the proper form of the verb to be, in our case it's is, then you have the verb drive, but you need to change this verb drive by adding ending ing to it. And you will get driving. She is driving home now. I guess that you would like to understand when should you use am, is, and are. You should use am only with I. Is goes with he, she, it. Are goes with we, you, they. I am driving. He is working. She is working. It is working. We are dancing. You are dancing. They are dancing. It is very important to understand how to use the verb to be in English language. This is the basic knowledge that you should have. So if you don't know how to use this verb, I have a lesson for you, and you can click at the link somewhere here above and learn very well how to use the verb to be in English language. Another challenge that you could have when forming present continuous is adding ending ing. Sometimes it's very easy and you just need to simply add this ending ing to the verb, like in start, starting. But sometimes you need to change the verb in a way to do so, like in the verb drive, you have the silent E at the end, and when you add ing, you drop it and you get driving. If you would like to learn more about this, I have a very detailed lesson on how to add the ending ing to the verbs. So please follow this link. Okay, so I hope now you understand how to form an affirmative sentence in present continuous. She is driving home now. To be, am is are plus verb plus ending ing. And now let's learn how to form a negative sentence in present continuous. To be able to do so, you need to remember the formula. To be, which has three forms, you remember, right? Am, is, are, plus not, plus verb with ending ing. And you get, she is not driving home now. She is not doing this now, right? She is not driving home now. Please remember to put not after the form of the verb to be, after am or after is or after are. Okay, let's take a look how we do this. I am not driving. He is not working. She is not working. It is not working. We are not dancing. You are not dancing. They are not dancing. Please keep in mind that you use am with I, is with he, she, it, are with we, you, they. Also, not you can put only after am, is, or are. It follows that if you want to build a negative sentence. I recommend you to get a piece of paper and write down the formula for the affirmative sentence as well as for the negative sentence. It's very important to do so. And now let's learn how we build a question, interrogative sentence, how to ask using present continuous. When you want to ask something, you move the verb to be, which can be am, is, or are, to the beginning of the sentence. You put it before the subject. Then you have the subject, then the verb with the ending ing. And you get, is she driving home now? So you can see is goes before the subject she, is, she. Then you have the verb with ing. Driving. Is she driving home now? Here you go. Please repeat after me. Is she driving home now? Am I driving? Is he working? Is she working? Is it working? Are we dancing? Are you dancing? Are they dancing? Please get a piece of paper and write down all these forms in your notes. It's very important to write it down. Then you can use it with any sentence when you want to build a question in present continuous. And now it is time to apply your knowledge. Please watch the short clips and fill in the blanks. It is time to apply your knowledge. Okay, let's watch. The partners discuss their project now. So you see that the action is happening now. The partners, the project now. Okay, so as you can understand, in this sentence you need to use what tense? Yes, you're right, present continuous. Do you remember how to form that? Please write this sentence in present continuous in the comments below. Okay, done it. And now it's time to check. Yes, you're right. The partners are discussing their project now. Are discussing. Please don't be loud. She at the moment. So you can see that she is doing something now, right? Of course, you need to use present continuous. You're right. She is presenting at the moment. Please don't be loud. She is presenting at the moment. How about this one? In here, you can see a question mark at the end of the sentence. So it means that you need to form an interrogative sentence. You need to ask a question. Is the robot dancing now? The robot is it. So you would use the pronoun it instead of the robot. That's why we need to use is with it, right? And you would get, is the robot dancing now? How about this one? Again, you need to make a question, right? You want to ask. Ask, please. She exercises now. Make the present continuous. Good job. Is she exercising now? Let's watch this clip for a moment. You can see these two girls are talking, right? And imagine that one of them says, I'm reading a really good book at the moment. It should help me to grow my business. I am reading a really good book at the moment. Interesting. Do you see her holding a book in her hands now? Is she doing it right now at the moment of speaking? No. It is obvious that she started reading this book at some point of time and she is not done with it yet. So here is another rule when we should use present continuous. Sometimes the action is not happening at the time of speaking. But we still use present continuous when we talk about temporary events or situations. For example, I'm doing something means that I started doing it and I haven't finished. I'm in the middle of doing it. As in this example, even though the girl is not reading a book at the moment of speaking, she started reading this book earlier and she haven't finished reading that book yet. And she is in the middle of doing it. That's why she can use present continuous and say, I'm reading a really good book at the moment. The third case when you should use present continuous is with today, this week, this year. You can use present continuous with the words such as today, this week, and this year. They show periods around now. So today, it's a period around now, around what is happening now, right? This week, it's a period, it's a longer period, but still, it's a period around what is happening now. Same as this year. It's even a longer period, but still, we can see what is happening around now, around this year. For example, I'm working hard today because I need to complete my project on time. So we don't say I work hard today, right? We need to say I'm working hard today. You can see the word today, right? So you can see, as on this video clip, that the person is really working hard today because he needs to complete his project on time, right? And now again, it's time to apply your knowledge. It's very important for me to see that you really understand the rules. When should we use present continuous? First of all, I want to see your result. So if you can, please write all your answers in the comments below. That would be very interesting for me to see if you really understand the rules that I'm explaining to you now. Let's see. The company I work for, blank, not do so well this year. First of all, you can see that this person is talking about something that is happening this year, right? You can see this year at the end of the sentence. Based on that, you can understand that you should use, of course, present continuous. Consequently, you need to build a negative sentence. Why negative? Because you can see the particle not, right? Let's do it. Let's build a negative sentence in present continuous. Okay, good job. So you got, the company I work for is not doing so well this year. Great job! We are almost halfway of our lesson. If you would like to support my channel, please like the video. Thank you! The other case when we should use present continuous is when describing something that will take place in the future. The present continuous can be used when you are discussing something that is already discussed or planned ahead. Can be confusing a little bit, right? But let's take a look at this example. We are having a staff meeting next Monday. All members of staff have been told about it. Let's imagine the situation. You come to your boss and you ask her for a day off on Monday. But she tells you, we are having a staff meeting next Monday. All members of staff have been told about it. It means that before you entered her office, all the staff members have been notified that they're going to have a staff meeting next Monday. So this action has already been discussed before. It has been planned already in advance. That's why your boss would tell you, we are having a staff meeting next Monday. It has been already discussed before. And the last but not least case when we should use present continuous. We use present continuous when we talk about a change that has started to happen. We often use these verbs in this way: getting, becoming, starting, beginning, changing, improving, increasing, rising, falling, growing. When we talk about the change that has started to happen. Interesting. Let's see how it works. For example, when somebody asks you, is your English getting better? Is your English getting better? This person used present continuous because he is talking about the change that has started to happen. Jane is getting taller every day. So Jane, let's say she was 5 years old, right? And she's gonna be 6 years old. So she's getting taller and taller and taller. You can see some change happening, right? So when you want to say that, you need to use present continuous to describe that change. And you can say, Jane is getting taller every day. Okay, and now it's time for you to write your examples in the comments below. You can use these verbs highlighted in yellow color, getting, becoming, starting, and so on, to show the change that has started to happen. So please be creative and write down your examples in the comments below. I am excited to read that. And now it's time to review all the rules that we have learned today and apply them by doing the test. Let's go. We use present continuous to show that action is happening now at the moment of speaking. The action is not finished. She is driving home now. When we talk about temporary events or situations, I'm reading a really good book now. It should help me to grow my business. With today, this week, this year. I'm working hard today. When you are discussing something that is already discussed or planned ahead and will take place in the future. We are having a staff meeting next Monday. And when we talk about a change that has started to happen, I have noticed that my English is getting better. And now it's time to do the test. I'm not going to show you the answers right away because I want you to first write down your answers on a piece of paper or in the comments below. And after that, Look in the description of this video. You can click and look in the description below and read all the answers. So first, please focus. If you need more time, just pause the video, do the test, and then check your answers. Okay, let's take a look at the video clip and answer the question. What is happening in the videos? Choose from these verbs: cross, take, or hide. The first sentence, she, blank, a picture of her cake. In here, you need to think what tense you should use and what verb to use that would match with this video clip. They, the street. The mom, blank, behind the bush. Please keep in mind that all these actions are happening now. Imagine that you are standing somewhere beside those people in the video clips and you are observing them doing something now at the moment of speaking. Now you should write questions. Use the present continuous. What's the matter? Why you cry? Go ahead and build a question based on how you learned to do it. I haven't seen you for ages. What you do these days? Please build the proper question using present continuous. Where is your father? He worked today. It should be a question. Again, please pause this video if you need more time. And question number 3. Put the verb into the correct form based on the meaning of the sentence. So it could be a positive sentence, I'm doing something, or a negative one, I'm not doing something. So you should decide based on the meaning of the sentence which form of present continuous you should use, positive or negative. Jane started these classes recently. She learned Spanish. So please think if you should use a positive form of present continuous or a negative one and write it down. My aunt and uncle have had an argument now. They speak to one another. So please think whether you should use a positive or a negative form of present continuous. The dishwasher has been repaired. It works now. Mike is a student, but he is not very happy. He enjoys his course. So think, if he is not very happy, it means you should use which form? Positive or negative one? Thank you for learning English with me. Please write your feedback or anything you would like to say or ask in the comments below. And I'll see you in my next videos. Take care!